Greetings to Panamira. Today me and my teammate are going to present problem-based task 2 which is on Python programming. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Damisha Chandra. My metric card number 21DDT22F1210. So we move on to the question, which is Baker's Choice is a local bakery specializing in fresh bread, pastries and cakes. They want to implement a bakery management system to manage ingredient inventory, track sales and analyze product popularity. The system will be used by a single user, the bakery owner, who will handle all aspects of inventory management, sales tracking and report generation. The data will be stored securely in MySQL database by using XAMPP. We need to construct, understand user graphical interface with Python and using a database with Python. The system requirements is firstly is user login, which is have username and password. The second is sales entry, which is enter the sales details, product name, quantity sold, price per item and total price. And then the total price need to calculate automatically, that save sales information in MySQL database. Inventory management, which is we need to add or update ingredients, get alerts for low stock items, and inventory update will automatically after each sale. The sales report need to generate by simple report to show total sales for each product and display product reports clearly. And the last one is list of product names with prices. They got 10 list of products with the prices for each. Next, we move on to the output of how the application works. So as you can see, this is the database. Firstly, we need to create a database name bakery_db in the XAMPP localhost. So in the new, we need to click on SQL and we need to type create database bakery_db. So it will create a bakery_db database. So inside bakery_db, we need to create an inventory table for the owner. So create table, inventory, ID, product, quantity and unit price. And the third one is we need to create a table in inventory where we specify the quantity of each product with prices. So in the inventory, we need to create a insert into inventory, which is the 10 list of products with quantity and with the price. And then next is the we need to create a table of inventory after fixing quantity, which is it will show a full table in database with the prices, quantity and then the product name. And then we need to create a table for sales where we will save sales details, which is product name, quantity sold per price per item, sales date and also total price. So in inventory we need to create a table for sales, which is create table sales, ID, product name, quantity, total price and sales date. At the end, it will show a table which is ID, product underscore name, quantity, total underscore name, total underscore price and sales underscore date. Furthermore, we move on to the how the application works. This is the output, this is the initial interface, which Baker's Choice management system. As you can see, we have given baby blue as a background to give the user friendly to the owner, and we have created username and password. To ensure that only the owner can log in, we have already fixed the username and password in the coding. A user will not to be able log in if they enter any other username or password combination in this interface will appears. For example, if the owner enters a wrong username and password which are not set in the coding, a pop-up message will appear by showing invalid username or password.
A very good evening or good morning to Madam Amira. Myself, I am Nityanandan Analaki Tawakumar, and my matric card number is 21DDT22F1222. So today I'll be taking over the next part, which is the inventory part. So without wasting any time, let's move on to the inventory part. So first and foremost, when the owner wants to add or update in the item in his bakery, he should click on the inventory button. The interface as shown as below. So once as you can see sales first, and then the second button is the inventory button. So once you click on the inventory button, you will be immediately moving on to that inventory management interface. When the owner hits the inventory button, it displays a table with the product name, quantity, and also the unit price. As you can see above that, it actually displays product, quantity, and unit price, which has actually been already set in the database. Additionally, the add and update button are also displayed below. And also, we didn't stop with add and update button. We also explored more with the delete button, and we also added the delete button into our inventory management system interface. When the owner clicks the add button, as you can see on the first section, the add button, an interface appears that allows us to add the product we want into our product list. So when we click on the add button, you can see a pop-up notification where it shows over there a product name, quantity, and unit price, and also including a button which is add product. So user can be able to input respective details into the text boxes and also click on the add product. Once user have clicked on the add product, it will display a product added successfully and prompt us to confirm by clicking the OK button. Once you have been clicked on the OK button, moving on to the database, you can see the product have been successfully added. As you can see, we have added banana cake into the database. This is a database, as you can see. Next, I'm going to be explaining about update product button. The owner should first select the product he wants and then click on the update product. So in case if I'm clicking on the muffin, if I'm choosing on the muffin and clicking on the update product, it will provide an interface which is called as a pop-up notifications where he can update the product that he has chosen. So it will already show the details have been already inputted inside the respective text boxes. As you can see, muffin, quantity 80, and unit price RM3. So user can actually edit into that unit price, quantity, and also click on proceeding the update button. After that, it will display product updated successfully and prompt us by confirming by clicking the OK button. The OK button will also update in the database. As you can see, when we refresh on the database, you can see the muffin product have been updated with the quantity. Furthermore, if the owner wants to delete the product, he should first select the product he wants and then click on the delete product button. When the owner clicks on the delete product, it will provide an interface where a pop-up notification will appear, same as add button, update button, so that it will give out a proper double confirmation for the owner to delete, to add, and also to update. Back to the topic, to the delete button. After that, it will display a product deleted successfully, prompt us by clicking the OK button. It has the same function as add and update button, but delete button is something where you will delete the product from the database. In the inventory interface on the table shown, after the owner delete product, it will automatically save in table and also in the database. As you can see, first we are going to be showing you the interface where we have deleted. And then the next part for the database, as you can see, the banana cake have been successfully deleted. Moving on, when the manager successfully logs in and enters into sales and inventory interface, when he clicks on interface inventory, the next minute a pop-up will appear that showing low stock alert with the following products have inventory less than 10. Sourdough bread, 5 units remaining, as you can see in the screen. When the owner clicks on the OK button, automatically in database it will show how many units are left on. To solve this problem, owner can actually go into the inventory part and actually update the product by adding on the product. In case if a customer have actually went into the sales part and bought 50 muffins, and in the database there's actually 55 muffins, and the customer actually bought 50 muffins, so basically there's actually 5 left and the customer bought 50 muffins. So it's actually showing, the alert message is actually showing and pop-up notification indicating the bakery owner that there's a low stock alert and they should update their inventory sales. That's all from me today. Thank you so much.
Finally, if the owner wants to see the total sales for each product, the sales report will display in the interface and the reports properly. So the report will generate all of the sales products and provide us with a detailed table. As you can see, this is our sales report that owner have the data that's saved in database with product quantity and the total price. So this is the sales report that will generate, and this is how will show us in the database the sales the sales report, which is how many they have buy and the total price and the sales date and the sale date, which is when they buy. This is our coding that we use to create this interface. So firstly, we import Tinker SDK from Tinker import message box TTK and import mysql.connector. This coding which is represent that we are able to connect database with PyCharm. From datetime, import datetime. So first, class bakery management system def init, and then we give the title as baker's choice management system, and then we have given background color, set background color into baby blue, and then the database connection, which is mysql self-db equals to mysql.connector.connect, which is has host, user, password and database. We given user as root and the password is not set, and the database is bakery_db. Once we have connected, when we run, it will show that database connected successfully, and then the output, which is the interface, will be pop up. So next is the login frame, which is self.login_frame tk frame, self.setup login frame, and then setup login frame, self.login_frame.pack. The next is style header, which is we given self.login_frame text as baker's choice in font of Arial, size of 24 and bold. And then we given the username and password field, which is self.username entry, and then self._entry grid, which is we given row 1. Next is username, self.username_entry get, password equals to self.password_entry get. So if user equals to owner 1 and the password equals to owner_123, we already set the username and password in this coding. So the only owner can log in when he knows the password and then username. If the owner login with invalid password and username, it shows a message box with invalid password or username. So next is we move on to the create a frame for the main buttons. which is sales, create a pack to the main buttons, which is sales and inventory. So TK button main underscore frame text sales command self.show underscore sales option. Width is 20, the height is 2. Dot pack paddy 10, and for the inventory also same. The next is show sales option, which is sales window. Title is sales option, and then the window geometry 300 times 2, so it will like set in between in the interface. So next is we got add 2 buttons in sales, new sale and sales report. And next is fetch products from the database. So self.cursor execute select product unit underscore price from inventory. And then next is select product, and the next is the quantity. So we have given a coding for the def calculate total, which is product, quantity, total underscore label, config, return total. Next is save sale, which is product and equals to product watcha dot get quantity int and total.
Moving on to the coding part in the interface. So since I'm recording on the mobile phone, I'm going to be looking at my screen for here, and I'm going to be presenting. So now I'm going to be talking about the show inventory function. Number one, why we have created this code is because the show inventory function opens a new window where users can manage the inventory. The show underscore inventory is a function where it opens a new window. And also the creating a new window, which is indicates the tk.top level and self root, creates a new window which is separate from the main app window. This allows users to work with inventory data without affecting the main screen. Setting title and also the size. As you can see, we have already set a title which is called inventory management above when you clicked on the inventory management button, and this one is actually inventory button geometry. We have set a size of 600 times 400. It's setting a size pixels, providing enough space for inventory details. Next, I'm going to be talking about adding buttons into that interface, where we have used the same similar type of code for all 3 buttons, but then with a different functions. As you can see, TK button inventory window text add product, TK button inventory window text update product, TK button inventory window delete but product. And also we're going to be talking about def check low stock, where the fetch products with inventory less than 10, it will actually indicates self cursor execute select product quantity from inventory where quantity is minus than 10. As you can see, it will automatically show low stock items. As I've explained before, this is the function for the pop-up notification for the low stock inventory. Next, I'm going to be talking about adding product button. As you can see, it has a multiple function. For TK label add window text product name, we use the row of 0, column 0 and paddy for 5. Next is going to be the TK label add window for quantity. We have used the row 1, column 0 and paddy 5. We are indicating the column in this part for product name, quantity and unit price, so it goes by row by 0. So the first 0 row is usually the first row. We usually say it in the code has 0 row. So in the 0 row is actually the product name, and the row 1 is actually the quantity, and the second row is going to be the unit price. So once it has a pop-up notification for the save product, this is the code where it functions for the pop-up notifications. Next, I'm going to be talking about the update product. where update product is going to be when the user have clicked on the update product without choosing on the interface. This is the part where the code functions. It will automatically show a message box showing error. Please select a product to update. Also, we have set the same type of rows and columns for product name, quantity, and also the unit price, and also the similar code for update button has the add button for saving changes, where you will have a message box showing for success product update successfully, and also a message box showing error, please enter a valid details. Moving on to the delete product, where in case if user did not choose on the product, it will show a pop-up error notification where please select a product to delete. And also, once the user has successfully selected, this is the part where it will show a pop-up notification. Are you sure you want to delete? And SQL delete from inventory where ID, where the SQL part is where it will be connecting to the database, and it will be deleted in the database if the user clicked on the delete button in the inventory management section. So once it has been successfully deleted and refreshed in the database, it will show a pop-up notification where a success product deleted successfully. And that's all from me. Thank you so much.